Coming up on Bid SoCon, we are live from Chattanooga with Garrison, Keeslar, and Jack Kostel after the Mocs took down Furman today. Big win for the Mocs, along with a Samford loss, gives us a three-way tie for first place between Samford, Chattanooga, and UNCG, who barely escaped Western Carolina earlier today. The ETSU win also puts them in fourth place, with Wofford beating Mercer and landing in fifth place. The Furman loss, along with a VMI win over the Citadel today, ties those two teams for sixth place. So a lot of moving parts here in the SoCon, as we are just about a month away from Asheville. So should be a very interesting finish here, with starting Wednesday, where Chattanooga heads to Samford in a battle for first place. So that will be an interesting one. But here we are from Chattanooga live with Garrison, Keeslar, and Jack Kostel after the Chattanooga win, after a word from our sponsor. Bid SoCon is brought to you by the Ben Burnett Show. Sports, politics, anything else you're looking for. Weekends on Extra 106.3 in Atlanta or wherever else you get your podcasts.
Welcome to a live version of Bid SoCon here at University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. I'm taking this out because it's echoing incredibly in my ear there. Not able to focus, but yeah, here after a big win over Furman. Mocs playing big time basketball. Got Jack Kostel, Garrison, Keeslar, two great performers tonight. Big time games for both of you. What do we want to talk about, Matt? I don't know. I'm just
9 in a row for Chattanooga. How are you guys feeling?
Yeah, it's a fun time right now, and the thing is, we just got a great group of guys that just enjoy playing with each other and enjoy every day of practice. We hang out off the court, so I think that helps us just continue to get better each day and help us on the court when game time rolls around.
Yeah, like he said, we have a great group of guys that makes it even better when we get our wins. Obviously, winning makes everything better.
Right.
So that's good, but trying not to get too high on ourselves, like still come in and grind every single day, just get better, and hopefully that we keep it going, keep it rolling.
Y'all were having fun in the second half, I could tell. Let me ask, do you guys practice some of those celebrations? That's something that just comes naturally, like in the moment? It's like, especially.
It definitely just comes to us. I mean,
Yeah.
It's just kind of like you guys mentioned, like we're just out there having fun with each other. Like we all like to see what each other do and cheer on each other. Everyone's happy, so it's just kind of in the moment. But
So everybody's got their own emo.
yeah.
Yours is blowing a kiss.
Pretty much. I'm blowing a kiss.
I'm blowing a kiss.
Just the
Yeah,
crowd.
that's
Let me know.
Just the UTC crowd appreciation, and if we're on the road, still the crowd appreciation. Just
Nobody-
the crowd. The crowd.
Yeah.
The crowd.
Garrison, you don't really have one, do you?
Yeah, no, I'm the low key guy. I gotta keep it chill.
Just
I
gotta-
let Jack in honor
There you go.
Trey Frank.
Basically,
And
The whole
Matt.
team.
Yeah, basically. I'm just trying to be the low key guy.
There you
I
go.
love him.
Somebody's got to be.
Yeah.
Someone's got to be to balance it out a little
It
bit.
makes theirs look better too.
Where does honors come from? He's doing this now.
Yeah,
He's
he's
doing
saying-
Yeah, it was this.
So Honor's saying, if you need a 3, call me. That's so
that's good.
He's like, y'all need.
I was wondering what that was.
That's his thing.
I had to ask the same question. It was like 2 games ago. I was like, so where did this come from? Like, I think Auburn or someone does it. And I was like, they're doing like Call God. I was like, is that what you're doing? And he was like, no, call me if you need a 3.
So the story of the night, Parker Robinson, hometown kid,
Yeah.
big minutes from him
Oh yeah.
as the point guard spot. What's your relationship like with him, and how cool was it to see that tonight?
Yeah, I love Parker. I've known him before college as well, and just getting here, just kind of getting closer with him. He's just a great guy, and he's played in a couple big games this year too. He played at ETSU, he played at Furman as well. Like he's played in some big games for us, and he's got some good minutes. But I mean, he works incredibly hard, and there's no better guy that something like that can happen to. So we love Parker and appreciate it.
And he was ready, being guarding Smith, and then that 3 at the end. I had
yeah.
no doubt that was going. Love seeing the bench go crazy. He turned to the crowd and celebrated too. On the 3-point.
That was awesome.
So, 5 guys in double figures for y'all tonight. What goes into that? Any night it could be your night. Tonight it was you, Garrison. you two a little bit. Jack. It may be Honor, it may be Trey, it may be Frank, whoever it is. What goes into that? Just being ready, you guys.
Yeah, I think the coaches did a great job of putting like a well balanced group together. Obviously, we got a lot of old heads coming in, like 50 or 6 year seniors, and so that we're all experienced and like we know we've done our thing at wherever we came from. Like Jack just hit 1,000 tonight, Frank's 1,000. Like we just have a lot of 1,000-point scores, so we know that everyone can score, and we don't care whose night it is. We're just looking for the easiest way to win, best way to win, and we'll celebrate whoever is going. But,
Where are you at? 1,000.
I'm like
Coming soon?
1,500. No, I
we
You came at another level. And then, you're like, yeah, I did that freshman year.
That's why you brought that up so you could eventually come to the.
Exactly. I was just like, all right, someone asked him.
What's the, because I think both of you guys kind of go hand in hand how you played. You're coming from the D2 level. Both of you didn't play bad to start the year, but you're both playing at another level right now. Like you seem to get super comfortable. What's that adjustment been like going from D2 to now D1 in the SoCon?
Yeah, I mean it's been I mean obviously like Garrison just said, we're experienced basketball wise, so I mean we know how to win games, what you're supposed to do to win games, like all the little things. I think me and Garrison and other guys as well do a good job and have a good feel on that. So just knowing your role was another thing. So you kind of, any team, when it's your first or second game, no one really knows what their role is. That you kind of play into it. So as the season has gone on, really everyone's bought into their role, whatever their role is, and has helped us get on this winning streak. And so another just keep going.
And you guys had some injuries throughout the start of the year, so it helps now you guys are like fully back and like you guys have really meshed together well. And I could tell, like, especially the second half, like no one cared who was shooting the ball. It was just
and that's
the ball movement was pretty impressive.
That's the best thing about it. Like Garrison mentioned earlier, no one cares who scores, no one cares whose night it is. It's just whatever we can do to win, and everyone cheers on whoever's night it is or whatever like that. So you got a great group of guys. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and as you said with the injuries, it was early on. There was like a week of practice where it was like everyone came into practice and was like nervous because it was just like guy after guy was going down the whole weekend. So like that stuff makes it hard to get the team going because we haven't been able to gel until like now we're starting to gel, and I think that's why we're starting to play well because we finally got to play some minutes together. So that obviously helps things.
We had a scrimmage with like 6 or 7 guys. Then I was playing the 4. He was at the 5.
Oh my God.
Parker was at the 3. It's like, what's going on?
Is there a point where you went to Coach Earl and were like, "Hey, let's get some walkthroughs in"? Yeah. Well, let's not go full contact.
It was just like weird injuries though. It was like
Soft
weird.
tissue.
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
like
it was-
freakish. Like his hand was here at this certain time. In between
Oh my God.
Like it was so weird. It was.
And there was a point where, like, during that week of practice, we stopped going live, and
Oh,
we
yeah.
always joked about it. We had this one shooting drill, and it was like, it felt like it was every other drill. It was like, all right, we're doing this shooting drill now. Because we couldn't go live. We didn't even have enough numbers to go live for a while.
That's insane.
Y'all talked about injuries. How do you still have your front two?
There we go.
Is there a question? Like,
Oh, yeah, that was my God moment of the week. That's all I said. Like, I was it's a centimeter away from losing my teeth. Like a centimeter away from breaking, hurting my nose even worse.
I don't know. I thought you died.
What was that?
I keep kitchen for him. I'm like, all right, we get a stop. We hit it, bash. It's a 3. He's like, they call a timeout. I was like, all right, let's go win this thing. And all of a sudden, I see Garrison come back like, I'm good. I'm like, Garrison, all right, cool, get back in, Garrison.
What game was that?
Wofford. We stole
That was a
that
big
one.
comeback, too.
That was huge.
Yeah, I couldn't feel anything after that happened. I was like, I looked over and I was like, I can't feel, like, I don't know if I'm missing teeth. I didn't know what was going
Was
on.
the adrenaline
Yeah.
kicking in?
So Garrison, when you're on a team with Trey Bonham and Honor Huff, and you make the most threes on the team on night, are you gonna hold that over anybody's head for a while?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go let Hunter know that now I take the role as best shooter in the SoCon. I'm playing, but
That was good thing. You got to stare him down.
Yeah.
You need a 3
Call me for a 3.
no, it's just a testament to like all the guys on the team. I mean, they help off me a lot because we have so many good shooters and scorers on the team, and so like when they draw so much attention, it helps guys like he gets a lot of attention, but like guys like me, Bash, Sean, like all those guys have it a lot easier once they're pressing them, they're helping them, like it's insane. But so it's been great watching Honor and Trey. Like be comfortable with not necessarily putting up the same numbers that they've put up, but still getting wins. Like you've watched Honor and Trey buy into the defensive side of the ball. It's been unbelievable watching them like grow up and starting to do that. Like it's amazing watching what they've been doing.
Absolutely.
So this is always an interesting matchup for you guys because you do run a little bit small, champion of the 5, and Furman runs really big with it's either Johnson or Ian with Bowser. What went into putting you guys in the best spots to get the win tonight?
Yeah, it's just we know about the size and that we're a little undersized at times, but you just gotta be able to do all the little things, play harder than the other team, get the loose balls, be tougher. So we just really emphasize all that kind of stuff, and it doesn't really matter at the end of the day about height or athleticism. Like it's just you gotta want it more, and you gotta really go after it. So that's what we've kind of been emphasizing, and it's been working out well for us.
It's interesting you talk about that because you almost had a putback dunk there.
I thought you said the dunk. Think about punch. I was confused on it. I caught it and I was like, should I windmill this?
I was gonna say, Kyle almost was.
Yeah, I got confused between windmill through the legs and behind the back. So I slayed it up right here.
I would say it's a smart move because if it didn't work out, man, that would. I'm sure you would have been yelled at.
You've got C-share shoot. That's what I'm saying.
You can read it.
Yeah.
Big enough.
That's such a Earl thing too. And like
That's like how he plays.
and BM the same way he was there. Like, what's the recruiting pitch to come to Chattanooga? Like, what did when they saw you in the portal and they reached out to you? What's the pitch like from Chattanooga?
Well, I can tell my story.
Both of them.
I remember this so vividly. I was watching March Madness, and it was the late game. It was the first round, and I get a text from a number I didn't have, and it was Coach Garrison, and he reached out like saying like, I see you went in the portal, and this is like at midnight essentially. And so I texted him back, and I was like, yeah, like blah blah blah. And he's like, you want to hop on a call? I was like, yeah. When you thinking? He's like, right now. And I was, it's like 12:30. And I'm like, all right, yeah, we can hop on a call. So it's midnight. I go on a call for like 30 minutes, and he obviously is selling the program and the team and. Just like it was a really good recruiting pitch. I'll give it to Coach Kostel. I always give him a hard time, but he's a great recruiter. And I mean, when you get on campus, this campus is beautiful. The facility's awesome. They do a great job of like the C-share shoot. Like they're a team that wants to score a lot of points, guard. Like they do a great job recruiting.
Yeah. Kind of same thing. I was in the portal a little bit later, but Coach Kostel was still the first one to reach out to me, and he, just preached all the stuff that Garrison was just talking about. He's a great recruiter, and it helps that they've had so much success. Like Earl and his staff, he's pretty much had this staff for a while, and they had a ton of success at BMI, and then since they've been in Chattanooga, they've had a lot of success here too. So that helped, and it was just being around them and being around the guys and in the city and the community is great. It was really a perfect scenario. So it was no exes that I had to.
So
it was perfect.
I'm curious with you because I think you signed when Bonham was in the portal.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mhm.
What kind of went into that pitch, and then when he came back in number 4, were you still all in? Like,
Yeah. They told me on my visit that Trey was in the portal and that he was still thinking about coming back, and they still told me like, if he doesn't come back, this is kind of where we see you. If he does come back, this is where we see you. So I mean, I knew Trey had a nice chance or a good chance to come back, but I was still so bought in on being, just coming here and doing whatever I can to contribute to winning and hopefully do our ultimate goal of cutting down the net. So. But just any opportunity I got, I just wanted to contribute to winning. So I was happy when he came back.
So essentially now Trey and Jack have bad blood with each other.
It's like you took they fight at every practice.
He's watching Trey like shoot step back threes. He's like, dang, that should have been me.
In the two dagger threes near the end, like
Well, then now you got Parker Robinson coming in.
yeah.
So 5 more minutes.
What is it about this league that we pick every game?
We
Yeah.
look stupid.
No, we look-
We went the
Yeah.
other day. We went like 2 and 3.
Oh, we got
How
abused by the Twitter community.
Yes.
Well, you can't win.
What is it about this league that makes it so competitive?
It's a battle every single night. And you see Western Carolina is bottom 3 team in the league, just took Furman to overtime. They should have won it. And tonight they just played UNCG and I should have won that game too. And so it's just night in, night out. It's a battle. Like there is something about this league, and every team's unique too. You can play Stanford and get pressed the whole game. ETSU going after offensive rebounds. It's just all over the board. So every night's a battle, and you got to be ready to go, or else you aren't coming out with a win.
That's what makes it fun, though. You don't want to have a couple games where you just we'll win this one or like this team's whatever. Like you want to be competitive and leave it all out there every game. So that's been fun.
Right. And I can tell you for sure, in the past few years, the win with this one has been VMI, and now they're good all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So
They're 500 now in the conference play.
like no VMI hate here. Like they're,
Citadel's not a given.
all right. Well,
Statistically,
Yeah.
It was a tough one at their place.
Citadel's really woke up. So
they're
they're always tough, regardless of
Make
record
their
this year.
Yeah, they go.
talking about that.
Hey, they're working.
No,
They're working on stuff.
Paxton Davidson, he like responded on Instagram. Was like, "We're trying."
Yeah, he was like, we're working. He goes to working on it, puts a thumbs up, and I was like, oh.
They do say though that I saw earlier on in the year at least the SoCon was statistically the closest conference in the country.
That was his stat.
Don't give us too much.
I was going to shout it on the Wofford broadcast.
That's a bad timing there. Should have
I
kept
shouted you out on the broadcast too, right? Was it Wofford?
Yeah.
Don't gas me.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Big time.
Yeah. Right.
That was going in my family group chat too. That was the screen. That's my family group chat. Yeah.
It's no secret that especially you, Garrison, were brought in after what happened to Chattanooga in the tournament last year when they struggled with that ATSU press. What goes into, Sanford pressed you guys, Furman did tonight towards the end. What goes into that breaking the press for you guys, and how much do you kind of practice that now?
We practice it a good bit. Basically, especially if we know a team's going to be pressing, we do it at the start of every practice. Start of every practice and just like run through the motions, but then in the middle of practice, we'll like go full go with the press. And I think we just have a lot of high IQ guys that are like we take care of the ball. We know that if we're getting trapped, like the areas we got to get to, and we give people outlets to get to. So I think the coaches, they did a good job of bringing people in, especially after that loss. I haven't watched the game. I've heard all about it though. Like it's something we hear about.
Don't want. No, it's not. No,
No, it is not.
I really
Maybe
do.
when you did say, just feeling
Yeah.
yeah.
I can tell you I was at the game, and there was another non-affiliated person that was like, I'm gonna head out. That's how big UGC was before. And like they were like, I'm gonna head out.
I struggled to hit record after that.
It was just shock. Yeah.
When Ryan was doing the wave thing, I was like,
Yeah, that's the worst part. He was like, yeah, they were doing a whole celebration mid-game.
yeah.
They were doing the most.
So looking ahead for you guys now, it's a tough week. You go Sanford and then you host ETSU. How do you physically and mentally prepare for this?
Sanford for the number 1 spot too.
Yeah, it is now with UTSU. Yeah, which is another crazy one. I thought Sanford was going to get their get back in the game, but ETSU has their number apparently.
Yeah.
You can come on the show and make picks.
Trust me, I don't want to. I know how hard that is.
We'll put the Garrison Keeslar Bid SoCon games.
G's best
Sponsored
bet.
You want this one?
Oh,
Like,
no, I got the coach.
Yeah, you got this first.
Yeah, so we'll. What was the question?
We know we got a tough week coming in, and as I mentioned, we got a lot of fifth year seniors and then a 6-year senior, and basketball can be hard on the body. So especially with the Sanford team that presses. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We like wake up that next morning and we text each other like, man, this is crazy. But our athletic trainer Gracie and K-Rod, our strength coach, do great jobs of getting us ready to go for that next game. But we do have a tough week coming up, and it's just gonna be taking it one at a time. We Sanford, obviously, it's gonna be another really good game. We know how they play, and looking forward to it. Though, I mean, that's what you come here for. You want to come for those games. It's gonna be a great crowd. It's gonna be a great atmosphere, and so that's gonna be amazing. That we got ETSU coming in, which is another battle. I mean, sometimes like it's just a straight war underneath trying to get rebounds, and so. But like I said, our trainer and K-Rod do a great job of getting us ready to go for these games.
mentally, Jeff.
Yeah, same thing. Just kind of, it's like you can't get too high and you can't get too low. So I mean, if we're on a winning streak or whatever, but at Sanford, it's the same thing as if we were playing at whoever. So I mean, we know what's on the line and stuff. So we'll be motivated and excited. But it's kind of, we try to keep the mindset just game at a time, practice at a time, and take every day for granted. So.
trying to think some UTC related.
I know.
I've got actually UTC request here from former ARC basketball player back in the day. We've got to. I mean, I went through hell in my last year here because postseason. This actually is a mandate. This is not a request. Y'all are not allowed to stack teams if you're going to play pickup at the ARC. I played my last time I ever played pickup at the ARC. It was Honor Huff, Brody Robinson.
Oh, what a walkout.
This is the team. Honor Huff, Brody Robinson, JJ Taylor. He was a walk-on, but his dad played in the NBA. He's athletic. Sam Alexis and
you had
somebody else. I totally forget. Playing against students. So
Why don't you win that one?
yeah, I think I hit a bucket on Sam Alexis, banked in a 3.
nice.
And banked in a 3 and did stuff. I don't remember.
Did you celebrate on it?
He was pissed off and posted me up the next day. So yeah, but this is a mandate on behalf of all Chattanooga students. No stacking the teams. Like we cannot have a team of 5 UTC basketball players versus regular students.
A couple years back, one of them was coaching against us in an intramural game, and he was talking a lot of crap to us. I was like, man, I went to like all your games. I broke a 3 and was like, yeah, so I'm like, come on. I went to Pittsburgh to see you guys play.
Yeah, fair coming because he stacked his
With UTC,
Yeah, you did.
not with players. Like I went hard as a freshman, and we got killed. And I learned, let me find all the best players and GM this thing, get it together. So yeah. Another UTC
GM of the year.
Yeah, exactly. I got exactly the year that year. This is unfortunately relevant because yesterday he got hacked and like scanned people. TO, have you met TO yet? What's that experience like? Because that's like the UTC guy.
Yeah, he's a good time. He's been at a couple of our events that we've done. He's been to a couple practices, and he's always just like,
Yes.
always got the most energy. Him and Frank and Bash were playing cornhole, and he's talking trash and everything. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he loves the Mocs. That's more than
awesome.
anyone he's around.
Nice when he comes around.
Yeah.
He doesn't claim.
Yeah.
Colorado Buffalo most.
Well, for football now.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's more
Rusty, his boy Rusty's struggling a little. Yeah. He's been out there. Sorry, Rusty. Rusty liked one of my tweets one time that was hating on him. So let's not get too bad about it. Yeah, that's all I got. Y'all got anything else?
All right, I'll ask one cheesy question and it'll be good. What is your favorite play that like individually this year like that you've had where like you're like, oh, that was sick, like individually? I didn't explain it very well.
Like
Favorite play you said?
Like personal or both. If you have them.
No, personal play.
Personal?
All right.
I'll go. Just my
If you windmill that,
my 3 at Indiana. I just felt pretty good.
Oh, nice.
When I shot it, and I knew it was in.
Yeah.
I was like, that was just pretty cool.
Yeah.
Little kiss.
I'll say the little hezzy you had when Bowser today
Oh,
yeah.
on Bowser is going on the highlight tape for
Yeah.
sure. At
We'll
least.
see.
You had that little Sally too.
Yeah, that one was I was thinking about windmilling her through the legs. Same thing. I just laid it up.
Yeah, there you go.
Every time you're like, I'm like,
I'm about to dunk.
mine was when we were at USC, and I went up for a layup. Dude contested me. I threw her behind the back pass to the corner, right out of bounds. Pretty good. That was one of my few turnovers. That was one I got back.
I think I remember.
I kinda remember
Hey,
this.
this dude's confident. It's like, oh, good.
And I thought it was gonna be a sick play, and then I was like, "Wow, SportsCenter top 10 on the way." And I was like,
You're getting that Rondo highlight.
Yeah.
Dots right out in the
I
corner.
think that was during the time there was like a narrative in the media that he was like the smartest player on the team. Garrison ball, he's gonna make the right play, and I don't watch.
I'm trying to throw it back. That's on the way to the corner.
I don't really have a specific play in mind. I just
Hey, you named it.
Just a solid. Yeah.
Yeah.
mine's one of my like bad plays of the year.
There you
That's
go.
funny.
That
Funny
motivates
about
you to
that
be
for-
like, I'm not doing it.
It doesn't tell you about Garrison.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is all we got.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, free guys. Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you guys.
Thanks.